Welcome to this complete beginner guide to Baloot. In this video, you will learn the full structure of the game from the ground up. The players, the deck, the goal, the deal, bidding, hokum, sun, trick play, projects, Baloot, doubling, scoring, and the most important, beginner strategies. By the end, you should understand not only what the rules are, but also how a real hand of Baloot flows from the first deal to the final score. Baloot is a four-player partnership trick-taking card game. There are two teams with partners sitting opposite each other. You and your partner work together to win valuable tricks, declare special combinations called projects, and reach the match target before the other team. The game is especially popular in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and the version in this video follows the common Saudi-style structure. Baloot uses a 32-card deck. That means the 2s through 6s are removed, and only 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, queens, kings, and aces remain. The four suits are clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. The dealer changes after each hand, and the game moves anti-clockwise, starting from the player on the dealer's right. The goal is to be the first team to reach at least 152 game points. A full match is made of multiple hands. In each hand, teams score by collecting card points and tricks, winning the last trick bonus, declaring projects, declaring Baloot when possible, and sometimes multiplying the result through doubling. Think of the match as a race to 152, where every hand adds to your team's total. Baloot has two main contract types, hokum and sun. In hokum, one suit becomes trump. Trump cards are very powerful because they can beat cards from other suits when a player cannot follow the suit that was led. In sun, there's no trump suit, so the normal high cards become more important. Understanding the difference between hokum and sun is one of the most important steps in learning Baloot. In hokum, the trump suit has a special ranking. The jack of trump is the strongest card and is worth 20 card points. The 9 of trump is second strongest and is worth 14. Then come the ace, 10, king, queen, 8, and 7. This means that in hokum, the jack and 9 of trump are extremely valuable. If you hold them, your hand may be much stronger than it first appears. In sun, there is no trump suit. Cards follow a more familiar strength order. Ace is highest, then 10, king, queen, jack, 9, 8, and 7. The ace is worth 11 card points, the 10 is worth 10, the king is worth 4, the queen is worth 3, and the jack is worth 2. 9s, 8s, and 7s are worth 0 in sun. So in sun, strong aces and 10s across several suits can make a hand attractive. At the start of a hand, the dealer deals anti-clockwise. Each player first receives 5 cards, usually 3 cards, then 2 cards. After 20 cards have been dealt, the dealer exposes the 21st card face up on the table. This exposed card is important because, during the first bidding round, its suit can become the hokum suit if a player accepts it. Bidding starts with the player to the dealer's right and continues anti-clockwise. In the first round, a player may pass, accept hokum using the exposed card's suit, bid sun, or in special situations call ashkal. A hokum bid means the player is willing to play with the exposed card's suit as trump. A sun bid means the player wants no trump, and sun is stronger than a hokum bid. Ashkal is a special call used only under certain conditions where the bidder's partner takes the exposed card and becomes the declarer. If everyone passes in the first bidding round, the dealer announces the second round. In the second round, players may still pass, bid sun, or bid hokum using a suit different from the exposed card suit. If everyone passes again, the hand is annulled and a new deal begins. Once a bid is accepted, the exposed card goes to the proper player, the dealer completes the deal, and each player ends with 8 cards. The player who wins the bidding is called the declarer. The declarer's team has accepted the responsibility of proving that their chosen contract can succeed. This is important because if the declarer's team fails, the opponents may receive all the hand points while the declarer's team receives 0. So bidding is not just a formality, it is a commitment. After bidding, the hand is played as a series of 8 tricks. A trick is one card played by each player. The player to the dealer's right leads the first trick, and the winner of each trick leads the next one. In every trick, players must follow the suit that was led if they can. If hearts are led and you have a heart, you must play a heart. In sun, the rule is simple. Follow suit if possible. If you cannot follow suit, you may play any card. Since there is no trump suit, the trick is won by the highest card of the suit that was led. This makes suit control very important in sun. You want to know which suits are still dangerous and when your aces and tens are likely to win. In Hokum, trick play has extra obligations. You still must follow suit if you can, but if you cannot follow the led suit and you have trump, you must play a trump card. If another player has already played trump and you can play a higher trump, you must over trump. This is why Hokum can become very tactical. Trump cards are powerful, but the rules can also force you to spend them. Before playing to the first trick, players may declare projects. Projects are special combinations such as sequences in the same suit or sets of the same rank. Only one team scores projects in a hand, the team with the best single project. Baloot is a special bonus when one player holds the king and queen of the trump suit. It is declared when the second of those two cards is played, and it scores 2 game points. Scoring in Baloot happens in layers. First, count the card points captured in tricks. The last trick adds 10 extra card points. In Hokum, the total card points available are 162, and they are converted into 16 game points. In Sun, the total is 130 card points converted into 26 game points. After conversion, add project points and any Baloot bonus. If there was doubling, the result may be multiplied depending on the agreed rules. Baloot also has a risk system. In Hokum, the opponents of the declarer may double. The declarer may respond by tripling, the opponents may quadruple, and in the strongest situations, the declarer may call Gawa. Gawa is extremely serious because it can decide the whole match. Another major scoring event is Al-Kaboot, which happens when one team wins all 8 tricks. These calls create excitement, but beginners should use them carefully. If you are new to Baloot, focus on a few key habits. First, bid wisely. Do not accept responsibility for a contract unless your hand supports it. Second, in Hokum, respect trump control, especially the jack and 9 of trump. Third, always follow suit, and remember when you are required to trump or over trump. Fourth, check your hand for projects before the first trick. Fifth, watch your partner's bids and plays because Baloot is a partnership game. Most beginner mistakes come from bidding too aggressively, forgetting projects, wasting high cards too early, or misunderstanding trump obligations. Here is a simple example. The exposed card is the 9 of hearts. If a player accepts Hokum, hearts become trump, and that 9 of hearts becomes very powerful. After the deal is completed, the players begin tricks. Suppose diamonds are led, but one player has no diamonds and holds a heart. In Hokum, that player must trump if possible. If the heart is the highest trump played in the trick, that player wins the trick and leads the next one. Let's recap the full flow. Baloot is played by 4 players in 2 teams. The deck has 32 cards. Each hand starts with 5 cards per player and 1 exposed card. Players bid for Hokum or Sun, the deal is completed, projects may be declared, and then 8 tricks are played. After the tricks, teams count card points, add bonuses, convert to game points, and update the match score. The first team to reach at least 152 points wins. Once you understand this flow, Baloot becomes much easier to learn through practice. That is the complete beginner structure of Baloot. The best way to improve is to play slowly at first, talk through the scoring, and agree on house rules before starting, especially for Ashgal, locked games, and doubling. With practice, you'll begin to see how bidding, trump control, projects, and partnership signals all connect. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your first games of Baloot.